This is me during my last video. This. Spirit fingers! This is you during my last video. Hey James. Hey Zaina. My mom's a terrible backseat driver. She was originally bad, but she got better when I started being actually able to drive and basically not kill her when I was driving. And then this weekend, she couldn't do it. Not at all. So I had to go home for immigration stuff. I had to get my fingerprints done. I missed 8 hours of classes, including a quiz. The appointment took literally 4 minutes. I had to drive to Syracuse. It takes an hour and a bit. And then I had to find a place to park. And I walk in and literally no one else is there. It's just the security guard and the person who's gonna actually do the fingerprinting. I'm like, oh, never mind. Yeah, and so I was in there for 4 minutes and left. And then it's get back to Toronto now. It's kind of not even noon yet. But no. So at the immigration thing, they also gave me this study booklet so I can learn all the questions and answers to the test that I have to do. Which, to the best of my knowledge, is all these things that I learned in 6th grade, because everyone, when in American school learns in 6th grade, and then they forget. So no actual adult knows these things, in theory, unless they're involved in politics. But, oh well. So many words. The Federalist Papers support the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. Why would I ever know the answer to that, or why do I need to know the answer to that? But okay, sure, why not? Apparently it's James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, John Jay, and Publius. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Well, the War of 1812 seems like an obvious one, but being Canadian, I don't really want to say that one, because Canadians have this weird thing where they think they win the war, and Americans have this weird thing where they think they won the war. They both kind of got what they wanted in the end, and it's funny because no one thinks that it was tie at all. Everyone just thinks that they were the ones who won it. Did you know that Benjamin Franklin was the first Postmaster General? I did. What did the Emancipation Proclamation? What did the Emancipation Proclamation? Freed the slaves. Freed slaves in the Confederacy. Freed slaves in the Confederate States. And freed slaves in the most southern states. So you didn't say, if you just said freed slaves in southern states. So you just said freed slaves in southern states, but not most southern states. I think I might be wrong. Well, this is not the right answer in the book. Well, I really hope I get this question. Name one state that borders Canada. Well, I can name a lot of them. Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana, Idaho, Washington, and Alaska. They need to check their geography, because those border, but not Pennsylvania. There's no border between Pennsylvania and Canada that I'm aware of. Maybe if you flew, but no, that doesn't count. You think the US government would be aware of what countries border Canada? So I looked it up, and apparently Pennsylvania does in fact border Canada. You see that little tiny tail thing in the corner? Yeah, apparently it borders Canada. Who knew? Sorry, US government, for calling you guys liars. And on that note, I shall see you guys tomorrow.